Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us for another segment of our learning journey. If you haven't already, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Creating this content takes a great deal of time, and your support, especially through likes, sends a clear message that you value this work and want to see more. I promise to continually improve the quality of what I deliver to you. Yes, we little, but we Tallawah. When most people think about Jamaica, they often picture fun things like reggae music, beaches, sunshine, and friendly people. These are all true and important parts of Jamaican life. But there's also another side of Jamaica that many people don't know about. A history of great ideas and inventions that have changed the world. Behind the music and beaches, Jamaica has produced brilliant minds who helped shape important parts of modern life. For example, tools used to inspect the Hubble Space Telescope and technology used to design airplanes were created by people with Jamaican roots. Even more surprising, some researchers now believe that a special method of making iron used during the Industrial Revolution in Europe was actually developed by enslaved black metal workers in Jamaica during the 1700s. This story is about those hidden achievements. It shows how Jamaicans have made big contributions in farming, medicine, science, and technology. Many of their inventions helped solve problems in Jamaica, but also made life better around the world. You'll learn about amazing discoveries using local plants, health breakthroughs based on Jamaican knowledge, and powerful ideas that started on this small island but spread across the globe. These stories prove that Jamaican creativity and resilience have lasted for centuries, not just in the past and not just in one area. Jamaica has always been creative when it comes to farming. Because the island has a warm climate and its own unique environment, farmers and scientists have had to find smart ways to grow food and raise animals. One of the most important people in this area was Dr. Thomas Leckey, a Jamaican born in Portland in 1904. Dr. Leckey spent his life trying to solve a big problem. The cows brought from Europe didn't do well in Jamaica's heat and rough land. He wanted to create a new kind of cow that could live well in Jamaica and still give lots of milk. After studying agriculture in Scotland and earning his PhD, he used science to mix the best traits from different cows. The Jersey, small and easy to feed, the Holstein, gives lots of milk, and the Sahiwal handles heat and disease well. His result? The Jamaica Hope cow, made especially for Jamaica. It was strong, healthy, and produced plenty of milk even on poor grass. Dr. Leckey didn't stop there. He also created two beef cattle breeds, the Jamaica Red and Jamaica Black. These became the main types of cows for meat in Jamaica. Thanks to his work, the country didn't have to import as much milk or beef, and other countries in the Caribbean also started using his breeds. He was honored with many awards, including Jamaica's Order of Merit and the OBE from Britain. Even after retiring in 1965, he kept working until he passed away in 1994. Dr. Leckey wasn't the only one making a difference in Jamaican farming. Other great thinkers helped too. Professor Paula Tennant at the University of the West Indies created a new kind of papaya that could fight off a virus destroying crops. It was called the Jamaica Solo Sunrise and helped save the local papaya industry. Austin James, AJ. Thomas, who taught himself marine science, found out that male tilapia fish grow bigger when raised without females. His work in the 1950s helped improve fish farming, not only in Jamaica, but around the world. Jamaicans also created new fruits like the ortonique, a mix between orange and tangerine, and machines like the sorrel de cedar to speed up food processing. One of the most powerful stories comes from Dr. Manly West and Dr. Albert Lockhart, who worked at the University of the West Indies, UWI. In the 1980s, they were searching for a way to treat glaucoma, a disease that damages the eye and can lead to blindness. It was a serious problem in Jamaica and in many other countries. Dr. West, a pharmacologist, someone who studies medicine, and Dr. Lockhart, an eye doctor, spent over 10 years studying the marijuana plant, known in Jamaica as cannabis sativa. While the plant had a complicated reputation, they believed it could help. In 1985, their hard work led to the creation of Canisol, an eye drop that helps reduce the pressure in the eye caused by glaucoma. Canisol was one of the first medicines in the world made from cannabis for this purpose. It worked well, had fewer side effects than some chemical drugs, and was more affordable for people who needed it. For their efforts, both doctors were awarded Jamaica's Order of Merit in 1987. Later, Dr. West also created Asthmasol, another cannabis-based medicine used to treat asthma. Other Jamaican scientists have also explored the healing power of local plants. Dr. Lawrence Williams, who worked with Jamaica's Scientific Research Council, SRC, studied the guinea hen weed, a plant used in folk medicine. He discovered a compound in it called dibenzyl trisulfide, which showed signs of fighting cancer cells in lab tests. He shared this research and patent with Dr. George Levy, another Jamaican doctor. Similarly, Dr. Henry Lowe has done research since the 1970s on both cannabis and a Jamaican plant called ball moss. His work led to products aimed at fighting prostate cancer, including one called Eden Gardens, which gained attention from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA. Jamaica's contributions to medicine go beyond plants. Dr. Cicely Williams, born in 1893 in Westmoreland, made a major discovery while working in West Africa in the 1920s and 30s. She noticed a disease in children caused by not getting enough protein and named it kwashiorkor. Her research changed the way the world understood and treated child malnutrition, and she later worked for the World Health Organization. In the 1960s, Professor Lewis Grant, a leading Jamaican pathologist, discovered that the Aedes aegypti mosquito was spreading dengue fever in Jamaica. His work led to public health campaigns to fight the disease. Other important medical figures include Kenneth Magnus, who discovered an antibiotic called monomycin, and Dr. Yvette Francis McBarnett, a Jamaican-born doctor who was one of the first to use preventive antibiotics to help children with sickle cell anemia. All these stories show how Jamaican scientists have taken local knowledge and resources and used them to solve major health problems. Their work has helped treat glaucoma, asthma, cancer, malnutrition, dengue, and sickle cell disease, health issues that affect millions of people. Many of these breakthroughs were made possible by strong research institutions like UWI and the SRC, as well as the dedication and creativity of the scientists themselves. These stories show how Jamaican innovation often starts with solving local problems, like how to grow more food or raise healthier animals, and ends up helping other countries too. With support from places like the University of the West Indies and government offices, Jamaicans have used their land, knowledge, and creativity to make a big difference in the world. Most people don't think of Jamaica when they hear about big inventions or high-tech tools, but Jamaica has played a powerful and often forgotten role in both past and modern technology, and the stories are amazing. Let's start with a big one. For over 200 years, a British man named Henry Cort was praised for inventing a way to make wrought iron, a strong type of metal, in the 1780s. This process helped launch the Industrial Revolution in Britain. But recent research by Dr. Jenny Bulstrode shows that black enslaved workers in Jamaica actually invented this process first. These men worked at an iron factory near Morant Bay, using skills brought from West and Central Africa, where ironworking was already advanced. They used sugar mill parts and smart techniques to turn scrap metal into strong iron, long before Cort got credit for it. In fact, even the factory owner admitted he had no idea how it worked, but said the black workers were perfect in every branch. Sadly, in 1782, the British destroyed the Jamaican ironworks, claiming it was to stop enemies from using it, but secretly fearing that enslaved people might use the knowledge to fight back. Soon after, Cort patented the process in England. This means the true inventors, men with names like Devonshire, Mingo, and Friday, were left out of history. Now, we're learning that these black Jamaican workers helped power a global industrial revolution. But Jamaican brilliance didn't stop in the past. It continues today. Meet Robert Rashford, born in Kingston in 1957. He became a top aerospace engineer in the US and co-created the world's first portable 3D system that checks for hidden damage inside spacecraft and airplanes without taking them apart. This invention was used on the Hubble Space Telescope, and Rashford worked on other major projects like the James Webb Space Telescope. His tools have helped make space travel safer and smarter. Other Jamaican tech pioneers include John Henry Thompson, who created Lingo, a computer language that made it easier for people to build animations, games, and websites, even if they weren't expert programmers. Walt W. Braithwaite, who led the shift at Boeing from paper-based airplane design to digital systems, CAD-CAM, changing how planes are built worldwide. Dr. Tyrone Grandison, who holds many patents for improving healthcare systems and data management at IBM. Arthur William Savage, a Jamaican-born inventor, created radial tires, an advanced rifle, and the removable box magazine used in modern guns. In music tech, DJ Kool Herc, born in Jamaica, helped start hip-hop culture in the Bronx by using sound systems and new turntable tricks. These examples show that Jamaicans have shaped both old industries like metalworking and new fields like space tech, coding, and digital design. Many of them did their work outside of Jamaica, showing how the Jamaican diaspora, people who move abroad, continue to make big contributions. In the end, this history reminds us of something important. Jamaican talent has been changing the world all along, sometimes without getting the credit it deserves. The story of Jamaican invention goes far beyond the usual images people have of the island. From Dr. Thomas Lecky's cattle bred for Jamaica's hot climate, to Drs. West and Lockhart's glaucoma medicine Canasol, to Robert Rashford's 3D system used in space, and the 18th century black metallurgists who developed iron-making techniques later claimed by others, one message is clear. Jamaica has made big contributions to the world in many different areas. These stories remind us that genius can come from anywhere, even from places that are often overlooked or underestimated. Jamaica is sometimes called a small island, but its people have come up with ideas that have changed farming, medicine, technology, and industry across the globe. That makes us think, how many other creative solutions around the world might we be missing because we aren't looking in the right places? The Jamaican experience shows that real innovation doesn't always come from having the most money or the latest technology. Instead, it often comes from people who are determined, who use what they have, and who work with what's around them. The challenges they face, like limited resources, tough weather, or being left out of mainstream stories, can actually push them to find smarter, better ways to solve problems. This is why it's so important to recognize and support creative thinkers everywhere. Their work might not always make headlines, but that doesn't mean it's not powerful. By learning more about Jamaican inventors, we see how important it is to celebrate different voices and experiences in science, technology, and innovation. At the heart of it all, the Jamaican story shows us that creativity isn't limited by where someone lives or how much they have. It comes from the human spirit, the drive to solve problems, help others, and keep going even when things are tough. Just like reggae music has carried the sound of Jamaica around the world, these stories of invention carry the island's rhythm of brilliance, resilience, and global impact. To truly understand the world's progress, we need to open our eyes to the hidden innovators and make sure their stories are told, remembered, and celebrated. So please share this video.